Hello and welcome to this recording of our sample session for setting up a new customer on Sage 50 accounts. My name is Emma and I will take you through the process of this session. So I'm just going to switch down our screen here and we are now in Sage 50. As you can see, we've got a few customers here already, so we are just going to add in an additional customer. Now, I always suggest while you are learning the system to use the wizard option, okay? And the wizard is available to you in quite a few screens and options on here. This is a wizard for setting up our new customer, and you can see it takes us step by step in a nice logical process. So our new customer, okay, is going to be called Tropical Fruits. And you can see when we start typing in the name of the customer, it creates its own account reference. You can use that one or you can change it and amend it if you want to. We will just have Tropic for our account reference. Okay, we'll then set up our address, which is 41 Newgate Street, Chester, no, not in the street, put it in the town, okay, exactly as is on the screen, otherwise the information will appear in the wrong line when you're printing off your invoices, for example. Okay, so we can click on next. You can see you've got a nice range of fields here to put in some additional information if you so wish for contact details, including various social media links. We don't actually have anything in this scenario, so we can click on next. Okay, then we've got some defaults. Okay, so these will appear on the screen when you start inputting your customer information. So we've got our default nominal code for sales, which you will recall when we set up our chart of accounts, and we've got our nominal default code for our VAT. Okay, they can remain as they are, and that will become more relevant to you when we start inputting our customer invoices. Okay, so nothing to change in this screen, so we can click on next. Okay, then we can set up any credit limits and details and information for our customers. With regard to our actual scenario, we don't have anything that we need to change here, but the one thing we do need to remember to do is set up our terms agreed, or just click in our terms agreed box. If we forget to do that, then we just get an error message later on when we're inputting our invoices. So if we do it now, then that makes life a bit easier. Okay, so then we just click on next. We don't have any bank address details for our customers, so we can click on next there, and therefore we don't have any individual account names and numbers, but you can see you've got all the relevant fields there for you if you do have that information available. So we can click on next. Okay, and then finally we've got the option to add an opening balance to our customers. Okay, the default is no, okay, because the assumption is that we're probably setting up our customers from scratch and therefore they don't owe us any money. However, if you were coming onto Sage, maybe you're transferring systems or going from a manual system to a computerized system, you do have the option to input an opening balance there. Okay, so if we were to click on yes, then you'd pop in the relevant date, the amount of the opening balance, and you can apply that, you can see, to an invoice or a credit note. Okay, but we will leave that as no for the time being. So we can click on create. Okay, and you can see there Tropical Fruits is our new supplier. Okay, so as I say, just a quick overview there of how to set up a new customer on Sage. Sage 50 accounts. If you would like to learn anything else, find out a bit more about our courses, then please do have a look at the Osborne training website. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to hearing from you again soon. Thank you very much.